I am Tony Parker from the San Antonio Spurs.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers.
I'm Nick Young. You're tuning in to Kicks on Court.
What's going on, world, and welcome back to Kicks on Court Weekly. I'm your host, George Kiel, here at the Nice Kick Shop. Glad you're here with me again. So in today's episode, we highlight the top sneakers worn in the NBA this week and visit a popular sneaker shopping spot for NBA players in the Los Angeles area. But first, let's check out the top 10 Kicks on Court this week in the Western Conference. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Kawhi Leonard in an Air Jordan 29 PE. Number 9 spotlights Steph Curry revisiting his USA Under Armour Clutch Fit Drive PE. And number 8 sees Robin Lopez in a self-designed Adidas Crazy Goes 2014 custom that he nicknamed Big Simba. Number 7 puts the spotlight on Jason Thompson's Nike Kd6 ID. Number 6 focuses on Utah Jazz point guard Trey Burke in the black and chrome Air Jordan 17. And coming in at number 5 is Jared Cunningham in the Royal Foamposite 1. Number 4 sees Russ Smith in the remixed Nike Zoom LeBron 4. Number 3 highlights LaMarcus Aldridge in the playoff Air Jordan 11. Number 2 features PJ Tucker in the Be True Nike Zoom Hyper Rare PE. And we have a tie at number 1 between Nate Robinson's Miro Air Jordan 7 and Kobe Bryant's debut of a Nike Kobe 9 Elite Low on Halloween night. Now, another element we're incorporating this season to keep you guys up to date with what's being worn on a weekly basis is selecting a Kicks on Court Player of the Week from each conference. And with wears of the Royal Foamposite 1, the He Got Game Air Jordan 13, and the University Air Jordan 2 to coincide with the Clippers' back in blue uniforms, Jared Cunningham is our first Western Conference Kicks on Court Player of the Week. The Oakland native is one of the biggest sneaker guys in the NBA today and is always posting sneaker photos on his Instagram account. So give him a follow when you get a chance at J1Flight and check him out. Now, despite what you may think, there are a ton of players that actually buy their own shoes. Sure, a lot of the brands provide them with player exclusives, but there are a few players that actually visit local sneaker shops throughout the season and during the summer to get their shoe fits, just like you and I. In today's headlining feature, we visit RIF LA, a hotspot in the Los Angeles area, to talk NBA player sneaker shopping. So Chris, it's a known fact that RIF LA is the spot for NBA players looking for sneakers. So tell us some of the people who've stopped by.
Recently we've had DeMar DeRozan, he's a usual here. DeMarcus Cousins is always here. Aaron Brooks, Jared Jack, local. Julius Randle, new Laker, actually came by the other day. Nick Young used to come here a lot. And then pretty much we get a lot of random players when they play the Lakers or the Clippers. Jody Meeks comes in once in a while. He's mostly an online buyer, which is funny because he just literally always sees his name, Jody Meeks. Yeah.
And I know it changes because of the NBA season, but how often do they stop by here?
They stop by pretty often, mostly in the off season. Surprisingly, they never let us know oh, I'm coming in or nothing. It's just random, over in downtown area, checking out LA, eating, and our friends send us here.
What's been the craziest purchase from any NBA player here?
Actually, before I started working here, DeMar DeRozan came in and we had bought in a collection size 13, which is all his size. And he came in and checked it out before we put it out on the floor, and he purchased all of it. It came out to almost 30,000. I think it was 70 pairs that he took. And the funny thing is that we asked him if he wanted us to ship them to him, and he's like, no, I'll take them. He brought a truck and he put them all in there.
So what's the most popular shoe you see bought from NBA players?
NBA players usually come in and they buy classics. They always get a Royal One, for example. This shoe never got a style, so sleek. I actually seen players wear this on the court, but I wouldn't wear it. It's not too comfortable, but they always ask for this. They always ask for a Bread 4. Bread 4's never got a style. This and along with the white cement, but I see this shoe being purchased a lot more. And they always ask for Air Yeezy. They always ask 13 to 15 Air Yeezy, but that's a really rare size. They'll never it's hard to get. I remember Nick Young, when the Red Octobers came out, he kept asking us 13, 14. We're like, nah, we can't. And then finally that 13 came and he bought it from us and he wore it the next day to the Laker game.
And I'm sure it has to be nerve-wracking sometimes when some of the NBA players come in here with all of the fans and other buyers trying to get something. Have you ever had to close down the shop for an NBA player to shop?
Not for an NBA player. We do, NBA players come in and they're cool with people. They're not mean to customers or anything. They'll take pictures. Sometimes you'll see them say, no, let me shop first and then outside we'll take pictures. But I've never seen an NBA player reject a fan or anything. The only person that's asked us to kind of close down the store was Macklemore. Macklemore came in, but then he actually worked with us and came after store hours.
All right, and tell us about Wilson Chandler, because we recently did a sneak peek on him, and He basically told us he sold his entire collection to RIF LA.
It was funny because Wilson Chandler came in like 2 months ago, right before he said he was going back to camp. He bought 6 pairs of shoes from my boss personally. And then out of nowhere, my boss is like, oh, we're buying Wilson Chandler's collection. And we're like, what? Like, didn't he just buy like 6 pairs? He's like, yeah, the funny thing, those 6 pairs are in that collection that we're buying. I guess he's just out of it. He's selling us like a lot of shoes. I seen a picture that one of our good friends posted that knows Wilson Chandler of all his shoes in a garage, like just thrown in there. And then we're like, damn, I guess that's coming to us.
Well, we've counted down the best shoes worn in the Western Conference, so let's now head over to the Eastern side. We begin the list at number 10 with Tony Wroten's debut of the global game Nike Kd6. Number 9 highlights Tim Hardaway Jr.'s all-orange Adidas Crazy Light Boost, and number 8 features the camo Under Armour Clutch Fit Drive Low worn by Brandon Jennings and Kent Bazemore in honor of the upcoming Veterans Day. Number 7 sees Kevin Seraphin in the Washington, D.C. Nike Kd6. Number 6 puts the focus on Lewis Williams in the all-red Jordan Team 1. Number 5 again features the Crazy Light Boost, this time worn by Marcus Smart in a clover green colorway. And number 4 spotlights Joe Johnson in the Concord Air Jordan 11. Kimball Walker comes in at number 3 with a fresh black and teal Under Armour Clutch Fit Drive PE. And like last week, LeBron James rounds out the list by claiming both spots in PE versions of the Nike LeBron 12, one in Portland and the other in Utah. With that said, there's no doubt that LeBron James is our Eastern Conference Kicks on Court Player of the Week, as he continues to bring out never-before-seen LeBron 12 PEs almost every single night. Through 4 games, James has now worn 4 PE versions and the Heart of a Lion LeBron 12. Now, after James sported the red, yellow, and black LeBron 12 earlier this week, we dug into the archives and noticed that LeBron James seems to debut a new PE every time he steps foot in Portland, which is nearby the Nike headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, might I add. In 2010, he laced up a mismatched pair of hardwood classic LeBron 7s and wore red and black versions of the LeBron 8 V2, LeBron 9, and LeBron 10 in the years following. Well, I've seen a number of Kicks on Court tag pictures throughout this week, but here is my fave 5 of your Kicks on Court. PO61 Jr. wore the Total Crimson Nike LeBron 10 Elite on court. My man Ryan on board rocked the Bel Air Jordan CP37, and Airborne Adams laced up the All-Star Kobe 9 Elite. We spotted Severio in the Gem Red Air Jordan 29, and coming in at number 1 is My Shoe Life and the Nike Air Peyton 4. Well, that brings today's show to a close. Check back next week for a college basketball Kicks on Court season preview from Nice Kicks staff writer and Gridiron Kicks host, Pierce Simpson. Until next time, your host, George Kiel.